Good day everyone, I am Gisela Aidanoy and I am going to discuss about the topic large sample test for the difference between two means. So a large sample test for the difference between two means is a method for comparing two population means using large independent sample. It aims to determine whether the means of two populations are equal. It is whether a significant difference exists between the two population means based on sample data. When both sample sizes are large, typically greater or equal to 30, the sampling distribution of the difference in means approximates a normal distribution. Note that if the difference is far from zero, we will conclude that the population means are different. And if the difference is close to zero, we will conclude that the population means might be the same. Example 6.9. The article, Effect of Welding Procedure in Flux-cored Steel Wire Deposits, compares properties of welds made using carbon dioxide as a shielding gas with those of welds made using a mixture of argon and carbon dioxide. One property studied was the diameter of inclusions, which are particles embedded in the weld. A sample of 544 inclusions in welds made using argon shielding average of 0.37 in diameter with a standard deviation of 0.25. So a sample of 581 inclusions in welds made using carbon dioxide shielding average of 0.40 in diameter with a standard deviation of 0.26. Can you conclude that the mean diameters of inclusions differ between the two shielding gases? This sample demonstrates a two-sample z-test to compare the mean diameters of inclusions in welds made using two different shielding gases, argon and a mixture of argon and carbon dioxide. So, as stated sa aton nga example, gibutang dito nga mayara nga argon shielding average of 0.37. So, ang 0.37, amo na siya ang aton nga sample mean diameter. And then, mayara man kita nga standard deviation nga 0.25. And also, the sample size, which is indicated man sa example nga 544 inclusions in welds made using argons. Next naman sa aton nga carbon dioxide welds. So may ara kita nga sample mean diameter gyapon, which is a sample diameter or sample mean diameter in group Y. So as indicated sa aton nga example, ang sample mean diameter is 0.40 and ang aton nga standard deviation is 0.26 and may ara kita nga sample size which is 581. So i-solve anay naton ang iyang sample means. So we have the sample mean diameter of X and sample mean diameter of Y. So i-minus lang natin na siya, which is may ara siya nga value nga 0.37 minus 0.40. So ang iyang result is equals to negative 0.03. Sa ato naman nga hypothesis, so ang meaning sang H sub O or H sub 0 is null hypothesis. Tapos ang meaning naman sang H sub 1 is alternative hypothesis. So gin-indicate dira nga ang sa H sub 0 or null hypothesis is there is no difference in the mean diameters of inclusion between the two types of welds. Which is mu sub X minus mu sub Y is equals to 0. Tapos, gi-indicate naman dira sa alternative hypothesis nga there is a difference in the mean diameters of inclusions between the two types of welds the mu sub x minus mu sub y is not equal to 0. So this is a two-tailed test because we are testing for any difference not a specific direction. So next is ang aton nga formula, or hindi pa na siya aton nga formula tong sa dalom sa aton nga formula. So ang sa denominator niya, which is the square root of variance over sample size plus the variance for the group of y over the sample size of y. So i-distribute lang natin na siya, which is ang variance of x kay mayroon siyang standard deviation yung 0.25 squared over 544 plus 0.26 squared, which is variance sang y over 581, which is the sample size of y. So equal natin na siya. So wala ko na butang dira or na-indicate dira ang equal niya. So ang equal niya is 0.01521. Since the sample sizes are large, a two-sample z-test is appropriate. The test statistics is calculated as, so may ara kita nga formula, which is z-score is equals to sample mean diameter of x and the sample mean diameter of y over square root of the variance of x over sample size of x plus the variance of y over the sample size of y. So i-distribute lang yapon nato na siya, which is ang sa total sang sample mean diameter sang x and y is negative 0.3 or 0.03. So ibutang lang natin na siya sa formula, which is negative 0.03 minus 0 over the equal sang aton nga denominator, which is 0.01521. So may ara na siya nga total nga negative 1.97. So the calculated z-statistics is negative 1.97. For a two-tailed test, the p-value is the probability of observing a z-statistic as extreme as negative 1.97 or as extreme as 1.97 in the other tail. If the null hypothesis were true, the solution indicates a p-value of 0.0488. 0.0244 kay makita na sa aton nga z-table. So the p-value 0.0488 is slightly less than the commonly used significant level. This suggests there is statistically significant evidence to conclude that the mean diameters of inclusions differed between welds made using argon shielding gas and those made using a mixture of argon and carbon dioxide. Exercises for section 6.5, number 1. The article, Capillary Leak Syndrome in Children with C4A Deficiency Undergoing Cardiac Surgery with Cardiopulmonary Bypass, a double-blind randomized controlled study. So this article presents the results of a study of the effectiveness of giving blood plasma containing complement component C4A to pediatric cardiopulmonary bypass patients. Of 58 patients receiving C4A-rich plasma, the average length of hospital stay was 8.5 days and the standard deviation was 1.9 days. Of 58 patients receiving C4A-free plasma, the average length of hospital stay was 11.9 days and the standard deviation was 3.6 days. Can you conclude that the mean hospital stay is shorter for patients receiving C4A rich plasma. So the goal is to determine if there's statistically significant evidence that the C4A rich plasma leads to shorter hospital stays. So we have this C4A rich plasma group. We have the sample mean of 8.5 days, a sample standard deviation of 1.9 days, a sample size of 58 patients. Then we also have the C4A free plasma group. We have the sample mean is equals to 11.9 days, sample standard deviation of 3.6 days, and a sample size of 58 patients. So in the hypothesis, we have the null hypothesis. So there is no difference in mean hospital stay between the two groups, or the hospital stay for the C4A rich group is greater than or equal to the C4A free group. Then we also have the alternative hypothesis. So the mean hospital stay for the C4A rich group is less than the C4A free group. So this is a one-tailed test because we are only interested in whether C4A rich plasma results in a shorter stay. So, a two-sample t-test approximated here as a z-test due to the large sample sizes is used. So the test statistics is calculated as the z-score is equals to the sample mean of x minus the sample mean of y over the square root of the variance of x minus the sample size of x plus the sample or variance of y over the sample size of y. So ang variance of x, so amo na siya ang C4A rich plasma group, while ang variance of y naman amo na siya ang C4A free plasma group. So i-distribute lang naton. So sa sample mean of x, mayroon kitang 8.5 minus sa sample mean of y, mayroon kitang 11.9 over sa square root sang aton nga variance kag ang aton nga sample size, which is 1.9 squared over 58 plus 3.6 squared over 58. So z-score is equals to negative 6.36. So the calculated z-statistics is negative 6.36. So the p-value represents the probability of observing a z-statistics this extreme or more extreme if the null hypothesis were true. So because this is a one-tailed test, the p-value is the area to the left of z is equals to negative 6.36. Solution shows p is equal or results to 0. So since the p-value is approximately 0, it's far below any conventional significance level. This means we reject the null hypothesis. There is strong statistical evidence to support the conclusion that the mean hospital stay is significantly shorter for patients receiving C4A rich plasma.
So now we are here in the summary. So let x sub 1 to x sub n of x and y sub 1 to y sub n of y be large. So dapat large daw yung sample size ng x and y natin. So dapat greater than 30 siya or equal to 30. So dahil nga malaki yung ating yung sample size natin, meaning gagamit tayo dito ng z-table and magsosolve tayo dapat ng z-score. So samples from population with means, mean of x and mean of y, and the standard deviation of x and y respectively. So assume the samples are drawn independently of each other. So to test the null hypothesis, meron tayong mga forms daw. So Yung first form is ang mean ng x minus mean ng y is less than or equal to the delta naught or yung hypothesized difference. And another form is mean ng x minus mean ng y is greater than or equal doon sa delta naught or yung ating hypothesized difference. And last is yung mean ng x daw minus mean ng y is equal to sa dun sa delta naught or yung hypothesized difference. So to compute z-score, so meron tayong formula dito. So ito ay z is equals to the mean of x minus the mean of y minus doon sa delta naught or yung tinetest natin or yung hypothesized difference over sa square root ng variance ng x over dun sa sample ng sample size ng or yung n ng x plus dun sa variance ng y over dun naman sa kanyang sample size. And if the standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y are unknown, they may be approximated with x sub x and x sub y respectively. So pwede siyang palitan maging s sub x and s sub y pag unknown yung standard deviation ng x and y. So pag meron na tayong z-score, so gamitan ng z-table, kukompute na natin ngayon yung p-value. So to compute the p-value, so the p-value is an area under the normal curve which depends on the alternate hypothesis as follow. So kung kanina merong form ng null hypothesis, ngayon naman yung sa alternative or yung sa alternate hypothesis naman. So kapag yung first form, so mean ng x minus mean ng y is greater than dun sa delta naught or yung hypothesized difference. So ang p-value natin ngayon is dapat area to the right of z. So meaning it is right tail. And second is kapag ang mean ng x and mean minus mean ng y is less than the delta naught or yung hypothesized difference, ang area natin ngayon ng p-value is to the left siya. So meaning left tail. And last is kapag ang mean ng x minus mean ng y is not equal dun sa yung hypothesized difference or yung delta naught, ang p-value natin is the sum of the areas in the tails cut off by z positive and z negative or magiging two-tail siya. So, next. So, now we have an example here. So, for example, the article Wired Energy Drinks Jack Identity, Masculine Norms and Risk-Taking by Kim Miller, Journal of American College Health, 2008, page 481 to 489, reports that in a sample of 413 male college students, the average number of energy drinks consumed per month was 2.49, with a standard deviation of 4.87, and in a sample of 382 female college students, the average was 1.22 with a standard deviation of 3.24. Can you conclude that the mean number of energy drinks is greater for male students than for female students? So, first natin gagawin is set tayo ng null hypothesis and yung kanyang alternative hypothesis. So, for null hypothesis, ang mean ng male minus mean ng female is equals to 0, or there is no significant difference. And for our for our alternative hypothesis, so there should be a significant difference. So greater nakalagay dito. So ang mean ng ang ating alternative hypothesis is mean ng male minus mean ng female is greater than 0. So dito is males consume more consume more than females. So, yan, meron na tayong null and alternative. So, ang gagawin natin dito is identify yung given. So, for given, so yung sample size daw ng male para sa male is 413. So, sample size ng male is 413. While yung kanyang mean naman is ito 2.49. So ang mean ng male is 2.49. And yung kanyang standard deviation is yan. So standard deviation niya is standard deviation ng male is 4.87. So, sample size ng female naman 382 and yung kanyang mean 1.22. 1.22. And ang kanyang standard deviation is 3.24. So, ngayon meron na tayong given. So, gagawin natin is isolve yung z-score. So, to solve the z-score, gamitin natin yung formula na z is equals to yung mean ng male minus ang mean ng female minus doon sa delta naught or yung hypothesized difference. So, dito is unahin natin i-test yung null hypothesis. So, equal minus 0 over sa square root ng variance ng male over sa kanyang sample size plus the variance of female at saka yung sample size naman ng female. So, substitute natin yung mga values. So, mean ng male 2.49 minus sa mean ng female na 1.22 over sa square root ng standard deviation na 4.87 squared natin over yung sample size niya na 413 plus yung so 3.24 squared over yung kanyang sample size na 382. So, 382. So, yan. So, ilan yan? So, gamitan natin ng calculator. So, ang makukuha is 4.36. So, yan yung z-score natin. So, ngayon, hahanapin natin yung 4.36 sa ating z-table. So, ito yung z-table natin. So, ano yun? 4.36. So, 4.36. So, ang ano niyan, ang coordinates is 4.3 and 0.06 dapat, no? Pero kung mapapansin natin dito sa sa z-table natin is ano siya? Hanggang 4 lang siya dito, hanggang 4 lang siya. So, meaning ang gagamitin natin, pwede na to, 4. Kasi ang kailangan naman natin gawin is tinetest natin kung may significant difference ba or merong or wala. So, pwede natin gamitin to. So, pwede natin gamitin yung 4, coordinates of 4 and 0. So, saan sila nag-intersect? Dito. So, 0.9997. So, yan yung gagamitin natin. So, kasi nga, di ba, ano, sabi dito is greater than. So, meaning, ano yung ating ano, yung, ano siya, right tail. So, right tail siya. So, meaning, ilan yung ano natin kanina, area? Yung area natin kanina is, na nakuha is, ano, 0.99997. So, 0.99997. Yun yung area natin. Pero, kasi nga, right tail. So, right tail. Meaning, yung pag right tail, i-minus natin, 1 minus yung area is equals yung p-value na. Kuha na natin yung pinaka-p value. So, 1 minus 0.99997, ilan yan? Equals to 0.00003. So, napakaliit, no? So, napakaliit. So, since our p-value na 0.00003 is less than less than sa ating significance level na 0.05. So, therefore i-reject natin yung reject the null hypothesis. So, ano nga ba yung null hypothesis natin? So, balikan natin. Ito yung null hypothesis natin, no? So, there is no significant difference. So, X na daw to. Reject daw natin. And, i-accept natin yung ating ang ating alternative hypothesis, which is na ang males is nag-consume ng mas maraming energy drinks. Mas maraming energy drinks kesa sa female students natin. So, yun.